Hello everyone. Today I've taken delivery of a package of 7 Beatles records, which is always quite exciting. So I'm going to show them to you as I unbox them. Bit different today because I usually like to film these with a bit of sunlight, and it's completely pitch black. Forgive me if the lighting isn't as good as it usually is on these videos, but without further ado, let's have a look and see what we've got. Okay, so I sort of know what I've got here, but I'm not completely sure about conditions of these items, etc. There are some early and original 60s pressings, so that always adds a bit of interest. It was definitely well packaged. I think these are all for the flip. I bought one of these actually for my dad because he said he wanted an original one. So let's have a look. I don't think there's any betas here. I hope there isn't. It's just going to be a matter of exactly how good they are. Right, so we'll start with this because you've already seen what it is. Mono copy of Help. Front of the sleeve looks great. Clean and tidy. Good, sharp, legible spine. Look at that. Okay, well, we're off to a good start. That looks great. Don't know about the inner. Is it an original? Nope. Okay. Not the end of the world. Let's have a look at the record. Side A first. Looking quite nice. It's harder without the sunlight, but I'm not seeing any particular damage on that, aside from a bit of spindle wear. I think this is possibly a second press. It's got the slightly more unusual Times New Roman font. Again, side B looks pretty tidy. It's quite a nice pressing, that. Okay. So, matrix -2 on side A, and again -2 on side B. Like I say, I think that's a second pressing. So that's off to quite a nice start actually. Wish there was an original inner sleeve, but it's not the end of the world. Okay, next up, with the Beatles. Again, sleeve is lovely. It's a first edition sleeve with the misprint. Later ones said you really got a hold of me rather than printed it as one word. It's a Garrett and Lofthouse sleeve. Ah, look, lovely stuff, always makes a difference. Original inner sleeve. And I must say that looks pretty decent. we've got 7N matrix on side A, and 7N matrix on side B. I did already know that this was in fact a second press, because it's got that spelling anomaly corrected on the record there. So not as valuable as a first press, but that's looking in nice condition as well. Let's have a quick look at the spine, because I forgot that. Lovely. It's a good copy. Okay, happy with that. Great. It's got to be worth, I don't know, 25 quid, I reckon. Now this is the main reason I bought it. This is for my old man, and look at that. That's rather nice as well. It's an Ernest J. Day sleeve. There's the spine. Blimey, I think I've done my old man proud on this. Hopefully the record's in similar nick. It's got its original inner sleeve. Superb. There's side A. The seller did mention that there was a scratch. I'm not sure if the light's picking that up. There it is. But they did say that it plays through fine. I believe this is a fourth press. The first and second pressings had gold and black labels, and I think the third pressing didn't have that text, and it had a small 33 there. I think, off the top of my head. Side 2 looks great. Let's have a look at the tax code. It's quite difficult to see. KT tax code. Maybe dates it from very early 1964. Matrix. Suffix. We've got -1N and -1N on there. For people who are interested in that sort of thing. Dad, if you're watching this, I've done you proud on that. That is a bloody nice copy for 25 quid. Next up, I showed you one of these the other day. Exactly the same, I think. Oh, that's interesting. How have I got this? So I think we've got exactly the same record in this sleeve, but this one's got a double flip back, and this one would have been very slightly later, I think. So there's the sleeve. It's a nice sleeve again. Not sure what the inner sleeve actually looks like on this. I think that's probably an original period one, actually. I think there's dates on these. I might be wrong there. I think there's often date stamps on these EMI ones. So this is a 2-box one. It's not worth a whole lot. It's worth a bit. It's got a bit of a mark there. Otherwise that's in nice shape. Similarly to what I showed you the other day, it's got a spelling mistake there. Love you too, with 2 O's, whereas it should have love you too with 1 O. Okay, that's not worth a whole lot of money, but it's a nice copy of Revolver nonetheless, and they sound pretty good as well. Okay, we're doing well. What shall I show you next? I'll show you this next because I want to get it out of the way. It's a hateful record. Sounds absolutely crap. I would never imagine why anyone would want to listen to this, but condition wise, the Beatles at the Hollywood Bowl. Condition wise, the sleeve is nice. I'll probably list this starting at maybe, if the condition's good, start at maybe 12 quid. Although, actually, that's got a very cool inner sleeve. Look at that. Okay, that's added value. Might start this bidding, actually, because of that lovely inner sleeve, at 15 or 16 quid. There is side A. There is side B. The label's quite fetching there, actually. But it's not a brilliant listen. I can't imagine why anyone would listen to it. Just hear loads of screaming. But again, it's a nice copy. I'm not tempted to keep it, but it'll do. Right, okay, two more. Got this one. Let It Be. A nice clean sleeve. Unusually it's a matte one rather than a laminated one. There is the spine. Where's this one from? This isn't a UK one. Oh, it's an Italian one. I'm not sure if I've ever seen one of these. It's probably not worth a whole lot. Let's have a look there. I don't think that that's going to have been the original inner, but I don't know. Okay, there's side A. I'm just looking for any mistakes that might be on that label, but none are jumping out at me. That's a lovely copy. I'm hoping that I don't look at them in the cold light of day when the sun comes up tomorrow and realise that they're absolutely a load of crap. I don't think they are. They all look pretty nice to me. Okay, so there's an Italian copy of Let It Be. I'm not sure when that would have been pressed. Got no idea, to be completely honest. And lastly, but not least, we've got what seems to be, at this point in time, a nice copy of Beatles for Sale. It's a UK mono one. Lovely sleeve. Definitely got no complaints about the sleeve there. Let's have a look at the... Even got a nice spine. You often find that these sort of slip, so they sort of flatten out, but that's actually quite a nice 3D spine for this one. So this is the last record that we're looking at. Does it have the original inner sleeve? Yes, it does. Fantastic. There's side A. Looks in nice condition. It's got a little bit of wear around there. They've all been very well cared for, I think, there. Trying to see if it's... Yeah, it's got a KT tax code on it. And there's side B. Again, pretty tidy. I'm rather pleased with that lot. So 4N on side A, 3N on side B. A lovely copy. Although, personally, I prefer this one in stereo, but that's a nice record. Again, should be worth at the very least north of 20 quid. Might even hope for 30, 32 on that. Okay, pretty happy with that lot. I hope you've enjoyed looking at those ones. Dad, if you're watching, you've got a pretty tidy copy of Please Please Me on its way. I say on its way when I see you next. And hopefully I'll spin a couple of quid on the rest of them. So I hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, then please like and subscribe. It means a lot when you do. And Coming up, I've got a yellow and black stereo copy of Please Please Me, which are mega rare, aren't they? That's in the post. Might actually be one that I'm tempted to keep, that one. We'll see. Okay, until next time, cheers. Goodbye.